Hey you guys, it's Britt. Today we're here to talk about changing your mind as a commentary channel. This is something that's been on my brain, so if you're interested, please keep watching. All right, you guys, so as you know, I started my YouTube journey out as doing a lot of beauty content, and then I started sharing my opinion on influencer drama, beauty guru, silly stuff that really doesn't matter. But I like to share my unsolicited opinion. That's been something that I've enjoyed doing, and I think that it always opens up an interesting dialogue in the comments, and it's just something that I like. So I continued doing so, and you guys know kind of my path that I've taken on YouTube. A lot of people like to say, oh, well, you started doing this and then you started doing that, so you're a failed cooking channel, you're a failed beauty guru. It's not that at all. YouTubers change their genre and what they're interested in talking about and creating videos around, so I never really pay that any mind. Many people have changed their genres. Stephanie Harlow actually started as a beauty channel, and now she's true crime 100%. She does a fantastic job of really delivering factual information. She takes a ton of time doing research, and I think she's great. So there's nothing wrong with changing your genre as long as it's something that you're passionate about and you're doing it the right way. I really want to talk to you guys today because this has been really heavy on my mind. This idea of, as commentary channels, changing your mind or changing your stance on something can sometimes upset people. And I feel like as commentary channels, we are held to a standard that a lot of other YouTubers are not held to. And first of all, let's just read the definition of commentary. The actual definition is an expression of opinions or offering of explanations about an event or situation. So commentary is not, something where you have to stick to the dictionary definition of things and read it verbatim, and if you go outside the lines then you're gonna be arrested. Like, that's not it at all. Commentary is just that. It's opinions on current events, pop culture, public figures, other YouTubers. You guys know what commentary is. Most of you enjoy it because I'm not the only channel that you subscribe to that does this type of content. But I've talked some about reactionary YouTubers, where reacting too quickly to a situation can sometimes get you into some hot water. And I've definitely made the mistake of being reactionary and having a knee-jerk reaction to things that were sent to me by subscribers or, other YouTubers, and reacting too quickly because it's something that I'm passionate about. So I've definitely made my mistakes there. But when it comes to being the opposite of reactionary, that is taking your time to digest information and sit back and maybe watch events play out, watch how people talk about the events, watch how other people react, watch and see what else comes out about said events, just to sit back and kind of absorb and see what's going on in front of you before you make an opinion. Now, there are a lot of things that I will not change my mind about anytime soon. There are some things that I'm really strong-willed about and I have a very strong opinion about. Most of them are things that are, in my moral compass. They are part of who I am, like, as exploiting their kids on YouTube, or animal abuse, elder abuse, things like this. I'm not going to change my mind about because they're ethically wrong, and I have a really strong stance about certain things. When it comes to having a certain stance on a influencer or another YouTuber or something that's happening on YouTube or online, when a commentary channel shares their opinion about said thing or person, and time goes on and your opinion changes because of updated information or maybe just seeing some things that you disagree with, coming out and saying that now your opinion has changed based off of updated information that you have digested, I noticed that that's not always well received by everybody. For some reason, when it comes to sharing an opinion online, people seem to think that because you feel this way now and you're making a video about it, even if that video is well researched and that's how you feel in the moment, if you come out later, whether it's 4 months, a year, or even longer, and you have a different stance on it, that seems to not always be welcomed with open arms. And I guess the point of this video is to just say that if you're consuming commentary content from YouTubers, always remember that things change, people change. The things that I like right now might change next month, they might change next year, or I might have a little bit of a different outlook on certain things because I'm always trying to look at things from a different angle. I'm always trying to educate myself. I'm always trying to, when I can, put myself in someone else's shoes and have a really broad outlook on the topics that I'm covering. Like I said, there are definitely some things that I'm not going to change my mind about because they're just morally wrong to me. But I think as a commentary community, because you guys are part of the community too, your subscribers, if you don't have a channel, that's fine, but you're still part of this community. As a commentary community, I would love to see people a little bit more welcoming to creators coming and updating their opinion or saying, hey, I was looking at it like this, back then, but because of new information that's come out and how I feel personally, I'm coming to you guys and letting you know that my opinion has changed and I'm going to be upfront and honest about it. And that doesn't make the person a sellout. That doesn't make the person a bully. That doesn't make the person fake or phony or any of the above. It makes them a functioning adult that can change their mind and recognize that they're feeling differently than they were 6 months ago or however long it's been since they shared the initial opinions. And I think it's really powerful to be able to come to your community and say, this is how I'm feeling. I hope that you guys understand, because I've always said one of the most important things to me is to have integrity. And my integrity is all that I have to stand on. This platform was created because of you guys, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that most of you are here because I have integrity and I've been, open when I've fucked up or made errors. I've owned it to the best of my ability. And maybe some of you guys are only here because of the topics that I cover, and that's okay too. But most people that are subscribing to YouTubers and deciding to stick around for the long haul see something in that creator that they respect and they really enjoy outside of the topics that they're covering. And my integrity will always be the only thing that I, have to offer. Like, I'm not super talented. I'm not spending 8 hours a day working on a single video. I do my best to be consistent and give quality content to you guys and offer different topics and all of that kind of stuff. I got a comment a while ago and I don't remember what video it was on, but they were like, well, I wouldn't pay for your memberships anyway because you don't spend that much time on your videos. And I'm like, I'm not doing documentary style videos here, but at the same time, I do my best to be super consistent and make sure that I am delivering, factual content, being honest about my opinions and updating information when I need to. And that's another reason it kind of made me laugh, because my whole stance has always been, I don't want you guys to pay for a membership. I don't want to offer a Patreon because I don't want to play favorites and I don't want to ask people for money every, month. It's not fair. And it's not something that I'm here to just line my pockets. But when it comes to changing your stance as a commentary channel, I'm going to do a better job at this too. I always say I can always do better than what I was doing. I'm going to do a better job at being really welcoming when it comes to a YouTuber saying, hey, I changed my mind about this. This is why I feel differently now, and I'm, giving it to you guys, and let's talk about it. And most of my audience is very welcoming of changing opinions or even, opposite viewpoints. I'm good with all of that, but it takes a lot to, I don't want to say for everyone, but for a lot of people, it does take a lot to be actually fully transparent and honest about the way that you're feeling, because the internet can be such a scary place. And then you have other YouTubers who might not like you and they're twisting your words and taking things totally out of context or just outright lying. So there's a lot of different variables that can be at play at one time. So in order to still be able to stand on your integrity and be honest about how it is that you're feeling, maybe some people say, oh, well, that should be easy, but it's not always easy when you have all of these different things at play at one time. So I know this video was a little quicker than normal, but I really wanted to throw this out to you guys and let's talk about it. What do you think about people changing their minds as commentary channels? Do you guys appreciate it, or do you kind of question what's going on with that person if they do change their mind? Now, I understand if someone's constantly putting something out and then retracting it and then putting something out and then saying, oh, well, I felt that way yesterday. Like, if it's too much change, I can understand why it's like, well, I don't ever know where you stand because you're constantly changing your mind. But as far as gathering new information and letting people know that I no longer feel how I used to based on the new information and the new emotions that I'm feeling around this subject, I think that those are definitely a night and day difference. But I really wanted to talk to you guys about it because it's been on my mind, and I feel like in a lot of ways, commentary channels are held to a different set of standards than a lot of other YouTubers are. Doing commentary is not a cakewalk. It's definitely not. Maybe for some people they make it look easy, but to make sure that you're consistent and make sure that you have integrity and make sure that you're not being dishonest or creating alliances with people. Like, there's just so many different things. But before I ramble for too long, I want to know, what do you guys think about all of this? Leave it down below. I'm going to have a new reaction video coming tomorrow, and it's going to be a really good one. So for now, if you like the video, leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.